Many of the wetlands, from rivers and swamps to lakes, were shaped and reshaped by glaciers. As enormous, up to mile-thick sheets of condensed ice, glaciers are powerful catalysts to the formation of the Earth's crust. But why are they around in the first place? And also, how did they form, and how do they still affect what are now vast wetlands across North America? To really understand why glaciers occupied so much land in North America, we must look at the solar system. Thousands of years ago, Jupiter and Venus lined up with the Earth in such a way its orbit was bent away from the Sun due to the gravitational pull of Earth's neighboring planets. Because of this new orbit, the global temperatures decreased significantly. In the northern part of the continent is where glaciers began to form first. In a climate that does not sustain glacial formation, the volume of snow that falls is in balance with the rate that it melts. However, when the climate shifts and the average temperature drops, the snowfall accumulates and freezes over, and, without it melting, more snow falls and freezes, creating layers. These layers condense the snow beneath them, slowly forming compact, rigid ice sheets. Over an extended period of low-temperature climate, these sheets of ice grow into massive glaciers. These new glaciers that covered the northern portion of North America expanded to the south as they grew, scraping away the soft rock and sediment of the crust and carving giant divots in the land and flattening out uneven land.
Around 20,000 years ago, the last glacial maximum occurred. That was the peak of the most recent glacial period. After that, all glaciers were declining in size until about 12,500 years ago, when the last glaciation ended. As the large ice sheets drew back due to melting, the ice scraped up the ground below. That scraping process dragged rocks and boulders along the ground. The Mississippi River Valley was formed by the mass melting of ice sheets of North America. That sent rushing water towards the Gulf of Mexico, carving out the modern-day Mississippi River. The Great Lakes were also caused by receding glaciers. Large basins were dug out of the landscape as the ice sheets receded. As the melting process progressed, the basins were soon filled with meltwater from glaciers, leaving the Great Lakes behind. Perhaps the most interesting of all wetlands formed by glaciers is the prairie pothole region of the northern Great Plains. As the glaciers moved over this region, some large pieces of ice remained in the ground from the front edge of the ice sheets. When temperatures rose, ice melted. Then the debris piled around the melted ice that filled in, causing kettle lakes to form, which still remain today.
Many wetlands are still affected by glaciers today. Wetlands are also rising very slowly as they are relieved of the massive weight of the retreating glaciers. This process is known as isostatic rebound. As global temperatures rise, more glaciers begin to melt and provide more water to the earth. This gradually increases the sea level, among other things, and may provide negative effects on certain areas of marshland.
Whether it's the formation or the continual effect today, it is easy to see that glaciers have made and are making a very significant impact on North American wetlands. From lakes to rivers to marshes, wetlands all around us can be traced to glaciers.